beginning, I intended to work on a Christmas-themed album, and I thought it was going to be mostly covers of Christmas carols and then some original Christmas pieces that I would write. But the theme that became very strong was the winter theme, hence the title And Winter Came.
Most people, I think, take it that it's the end of something, the end of a story, and winter came. I see it really as the beginning of a story.
When I started on the album, I delved into quite a few of my favourite carols. I performed them, listened to them, and as I was working, I found that there were favourites that I was drawn to.
We did some tracks for our American affiliate, and it was 6 tracks. It was interesting because we did a few traditional Christmas songs, and I enjoyed them. I didn't think I would, but Enya does such a beautiful job on it, and I thought, wow. She has a touch with chord structures that makes the difference. You could tell Enya to pick a song and just have a go at it, and it will come out totally different and quite beautiful.
To get into the atmosphere for a Christmas album, I don't think it's something I find difficult, because it was over the process of 2 years, so it's not over the last few months or in summer season. And I find that when I come to the studio, you can create an atmosphere, whether it's Christmas or summer, and it's regardless of what's happening outside the studio, you can achieve this. In general, life is very inspiring. But I do find to write the music, I have to come to the studio. I have to sort of see what's going to evolve naturally for me. I don't try to kind of impose. I always kind of describe it as like a blank canvas. It's a very special moment when you sort of find this melody. It's like a little emotional journey. You know, after a day, after a month, whenever, because it takes me a while to put together a melody, I'll play the melody to Nicky Ryan and to Roma Ryan, and I can see by their reaction if they can sense what I'm trying to express within the music.
It's a partnership. There are 3 of us. Everything is considered. The melody will come first. It will lead the arrangement. It will lead the lyric.
It's quite a slow process on the arrangement side and on the lyric side, because up to then, the song basically is me singing with sounds. I enjoy the process of working with Roma on singing words. It's a case of having to try certain lyrics and to hear what they sound like. A process that Nicky doesn't like whatsoever. The opening piece, And Winter Came, it sort of sets the mood of autumn going into winter. It's a time for people to slow down after the summer holidays, and they reminisce, they think a little bit more about life, and I think that piece, the instrumental, sort of captures that, hopefully, that moment for them. I'm kind of known for my love of instrumental melodies, and my first compositions were piano melodies. I love piano melodies on their own, and I felt it appropriate to be the opening piece for the album, to set kind of the mood. Summer is gone now. I thought it was quite an exciting challenge to try and capture what I'm hoping would be seen as 21st century Christmas carols. And I worked very closely with Roma on one of the pieces, White as in the Winter Night. It's very descriptive. It's white is in the winter night, red is in the holly, green is in the mistletoe. And we wanted to be able to feel that everybody would want to join in. The song Trains and Winter Rains, it's like a dark winter journey, and I think everybody has taken this journey where it's time to leave home. It's kind of exciting, but because it's the unknown, that's why we wanted to capture the little dark sort of aspects in both the lyric and in the music. I think that it's important sometimes to move on. There is a time where people get too comfortable in a zone, and there's a risk factor involved, but go for it. Wintertime is a time that I actually do think a lot about sort of my own life personally, and I think a lot of people do this as well. So it's a very reflective time. So it kind of it's very much there within the album. It's wonderful how the audience will wait for so long for an Enya album. I'm very grateful for that, but I never assumed that people will be there to listen to it. I just feel that you have to believe in what you do and then see what will evolve when you release an album. The album Watermark, on listening to it 20 years later, it's like opening a diary. And I can remember the life of each song so clearly. To me, when I listen to if it's Curse and Proficio, Orinoco Flow, On Your Shore, Evening Falls, each one of them, I can remember the day I wrote the melody, working with Nicky in the arrangement, the lyrics. It's like you see the whole life of that song just flash back in front of me. I knew it was very, very different, but I think, myself, Nicky and Roma really enjoyed the fact that we had this freedom to work on very diverse music, and music that was not heard on the radio as such. We weren't really dictated at what it had to sound like. And at that stage, we were very much experimenting with the voice as such and enhancing songs with setting, as Nicky calls it, like landscape effects with vocals. It's an album that has introduced me worldwide to a lot of people, and it's something that will always be very important to me. There are a lot of ideas myself and Nicky talk about, and because of my classical background, I often think about writing, a full orchestral piece. I did think about sort of a ballet. I thought the idea of, scoring for a ballet would be quite beautiful because it's very visual. But it is something definitely that I'd be interested in. Christmas to me will be this year, it'll be taking time from work. It's a time that I've always enjoyed, winter, Christmas time. It's a time for family and friends, so I will definitely enjoy it. Happy Christmas.